how he funds the Royal Lodge, which has a significant rent. He's previously put £7 million of renovation money into the property. Is pretty much a mystery now. The only declared income that we know of is a £20,000 Royal Navy pension.
Pressure really mounting up on Prince Andrew, having already given up the use of his royal titles. The Met Police now investigating claims that Prince Andrew asked his bodyguard to find information on his accuser, Virginia Giuffre. Prince vigorously denies that. A source from Buckingham Palace has told Sky News the claims should be examined properly. The Times Tom Witherow is here with me. Hello to you, Tom.
Afternoon.
So look, it really seems as if the walls are closing in on Prince Andrew now, doesn't it? With the business of him asking for an investigation off the books, as it were, into Virginia Giuffre. Questions about his use of the Royal Lodge.
Absolutely. I mean, I suppose the wall's been closing on him for some years, but the king has decided to finally move against him, to almost ambush him and say, look, you really can't use these titles anymore, effectively ejecting him from the family in some senses. But as you say, he will continue to draw the ire of many members of the public because of this home he has in the Windsor estate, the 32-room mansion, the Royal Lodge, and the ongoing questions about how he funds what remains quite a lavish lifestyle, despite the king cutting him off from his own, from being supported by his income.
Is that a complete mystery, by the way? It's really close to what's the answer to that?
I mean, it really is. There's an author who researched Andrew and his finances for 4 years, and he came down a variety of avenues which all led to dead ends, effectively. There is a pattern of behaviour over many years where Andrew was making business contacts through his travels, some of that through as a trade envoy, then later through his pitch at the palace project, where he was acting as a sort of helping to support people get investment through a sort of Dragon's Den type thing held at Buckingham Palace. But how he funds the Royal Lodge, which has a significant rent, he's previously put £7 million of renovation money into the property, is pretty much a mystery now. The only declared income that we know of is a £20,000 Royal Navy pension.
Yeah, and the urgency, Tom, I mean, you report that the king, the royal household, wanted this latest controversy about Prince Andrew, his relationship with Jeffrey Epstein, dealt with before the king's visit to the Pope in the Vatican.
Yeah, so the royal sources have said that they see this visit as being truly historic, the first time that a monarch has prayed with the Pope for many years, and they didn't want this to be overshadowing it. I mean, there's a question as to whether it's going to overshadow it anyway, but let's see. The issue is that we've got Virginia Giuffre's book coming out tomorrow. That's a day before the visit starts. Andrew may be promising not to use his titles, but some people want to see the king go even further and use an Act of Parliament to actually strip them so that he doesn't hold them, not just the use.
Yes.
And then there remains this question over the Royal Lodge. He's living in Windsor Great Park. He has a sort of sweetheart deal there where he pays less rent than you would pay if you were a private commercial tenant. That is owned by the Crown Estate, which is looked after by the Treasury, so that's really the British people's property, and they would expect the income to be maximised from it. So Andrew may have agreed not to use the titles, but he's still getting many benefits from being in the royal family.
Yeah, and where the government's line on that is that's a matter for the royal household, not for them. I'm going to be talking a little later to Lady Smith, Jackie Smith, who's a government minister. We'll see what she has to say. Now, he's not using, as you say, Tom, the title of Duke of York. He's not using the honours of a Garter Knight. But now there are also reports that the Prince of Wales wants him at a further distance still.
Yes, so the Prince of Wales, I mean, it seems as though William takes an even stronger line on his uncle than the king does. And, one of the questions will be, at what events, he's still a member of the family, but at what events is he going to be allowed to be at in future? It seems as though he may not get an invite for the Christmas Day. And the question for William is, would he have him at his coronation? I mean, from a familial point of view, you can hardly imagine him not being there, but the optics are just so terrible. And whenever there is a an event which involves the royals and Andrew is there, he just seems to suck attention and suck away from what the purpose of the day should be.
All right, Tom Witherow, thank you so much. That's Tom Witherow from the Times.
Happy Easter.
Happy Easter.
People don't read up those, that's what it is. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh.